Hello everyone, we are doing another House of the Dragon video, and today we are going to discuss why Alicent Hightower hates Rhaenyra. But before that, remember to like the video, helps out the channel a lot, and subscribe, and yada yada yada. Let's get to it. I've been on Twitter and looked at my comments and have noticed that some don't get why Alicent hates Rhaenyra, so I'm going to clear that up. We will start from the beginning. The first thing that set Alicent off was Rhaenyra lying about being a maiden. You may remember in episode 4, Rhaenyra and Alicent had a talk about Rhaenyra's virtue, and Rhaenyra was adamant about being a virgin. Rhaenyra specifically says, "To question my virtue is an act of treason." Alicent believed her and told Viserys, the king, as much. This would lead to Otto Hightower, her father's dismissal as Hand of the King, which greatly upset her, especially after she found out it was a lie. Alicent is also a very religious person, believing in the new gods, the faith of the Seven. The Hightowers are all very religious. The Starry Sept, which is the HQ of the faith, is in OLDTOWN, which is the seat of the Hightowers. They are even credited with the building of the Starry Sept. We hear Otto say to Daemon how he made a vow before the Seven to honor his wife. Otto passed this faith down to his daughter. In episode 2, we see Alicent and Rhaenyra praying together. So sex before marriage, especially for a princess, is a big no-no. Another thing that set Alicent off was Rhaenyra swearing on her mother's memory that Daemon did not touch her. You may be thinking, well, Rhaenyra did not lie about that though. She never had the sex with Daemon, which is true. But when Criston Cole admits to having the sex with Rhaenyra, Alicent starts to question everything Rhaenyra told her in that conversation. She lied about her virtue. She could have easily lied about sleeping with Daemon. Otto's spies apparently saw it happen. Viserys had a conversation with Daemon, and Daemon admitted to sleeping with Rhaenyra, even though it did not happen, so there is evidence of it happening. Alicent also has a mother who passed away, so for Rhaenyra to swear on her mother's memory and for it to be a lie is huge. It's almost as if Rhaenyra does not hold anything sacred. The actress who played the young Alicent Hightower, Emily Carey, also said on Twitter that apparently Alicent had a crush on Sir Criston Cole, which Rhaenyra knew about, which made Alicent even more upset. Now, I don't know how true this is because there has been no indications of Alicent liking Sir Criston at all. I think they've only had one interaction, and that is in the first episode at the tourney, so maybe this is something that was cut for time. We fast forward 10 years later. Rhaenyra has had 3 children, but not with her husband Rhaenyra Targaryen, but with Harwin Strong. So this goes back to the religious thing. Having affairs is a big no-no. And the children are proof of the affair. It is clear to everyone that those are not Rhaenyra's kids. Another big thing for Alicent is that her children will not be safe if Rhaenyra succeeds Viserys. Rhaenyra is the oldest child of Viserys, but she is a woman. Viserys and Alicent have 3 children, 2 of which are boys, Aegon and Aemond. Some would think the 2 boys have a better claim since they are boys. So if Rhaenyra wants to have absolute power and not have her claim challenged, she would have Aemond and Aegon killed, getting rid of her half-brothers and all of Viserys' male heirs. Otto Hightower told this to Alicent right before he left, and Alicent told this to her eldest son, Aegon. Now this is the worst case scenario, but it could happen. The 2 boys do pose the biggest threat to Rhaenyra's succession. We have seen similar situations happen in Game of Thrones. Joffrey Baratheon had all of Robert's bastards killed when his parentage was questioned because he knew those bastards could stir up trouble for him. Daenerys and Jon, she was mad when she found out that he had a better claim to the throne. Tyrion even told Jon that Daenerys would have him killed sooner or later since he had a better claim. Now, I don't know if Rhaenyra is capable of such things, but Alicent does not want to take that chance. Rhaenyra in the last episode did try and extend an olive branch to Alicent. She proposed a marriage between her eldest son, Viserys, and Alicent's daughter, Helaena, and the 2 would rule together. Some would think this is good compromise, but Alicent knows that Viserys is a bastard and not legitimate. So the religious thing gets in the way. Also, to lump her daughter in with him means if Viserys' parentage would ever come into question and actual justice would occur, he would die. And then Helaena would be ruined because that's how things worked back then, and most likely be killed herself. Also, Alicent knows Rhaenyra is only offering this because she feels the walls closing in. People are talking about her 3 children and their legitimacy. Alicent believes all she has to do is wait, and Viserys will unname her as heir and Aegon will be king. And then she won't have to deal with Rhaenyra ever again. Something also will occur in episode 7 that will split the two even further apart, their hatred growing even more for one another. So what do you think? Did I miss anything? Leave it down in the comments below, and if you want more House of the Dragon content, please subscribe and like the video. Check out the Twitter link in the description below, and as always, have an awesome day.